This is Gary and Linda. They retired at 62. They have a diversified portfolio, a timeshare in Boca Raton, and zero financial worries. Gary and Linda are not you. You were born into a different timeline. And today we're going to talk about your retirement plan. I apologize in advance. Let's begin where all retirement advice begins, with math that technically works but emotionally devastates you. Experts say you should save 10 to 15% of your income starting in your early 20s. Compound interest will do the rest. By 65, you'll have a comfortable nest egg. Let's check the math on that. Assume you make $40,000 a year. Save 10%, that's $4,000 annually. Invest it at a 7% return. After 43 years, you'll have approximately $800,000. That sounds great until you remember that in 43 years, $800,000 will buy you approximately one large iced coffee and half a studio apartment in Ohio. Also, that calculation assumes you never miss a contribution. You never have a medical emergency, you never lose your job, you never experience what economists call being alive in the 21st century. Let's review the obstacles standing between you and Gary and Linda status. Student loan payments that rival a mortgage, rent that increases faster than your salary, a gig economy that classifies you as an independent contractor so they don't have to give you a 401k, and a Social Security system that, by the time you're eligible, will probably pay out in store credit at participating retailers. Sorry, that only covers the generic brand. So what's the actual retirement plan for someone under 25? Glad you asked. I've done extensive research, by which I mean I asked myself this question at 3 in the morning and did not sleep. Option 1. Marry rich. Statistically unlikely, but mathematically efficient. Option 2. Hope for an inheritance from a relative you didn't know existed. This is less a financial plan and more the plot of a mediocre Netflix original. Option 3. Embrace the inevitability of working until you die, but frame it positively. You're not retired, you're semi-permanently freelancing in the afterlife. Option 4. Learn to love the taste of cat food. It's high in protein, comes in convenient pull-tab cans, and at roughly 70 cents per serving, it fits neatly into a post-retirement budget of absolute desperation. Okay, actual advice, because despite everything I just said, you should still do something. 1. If your job offers a 401k match, take it. That's free money. Free money is the only kind of money that doesn't make me angry. 2. Open a Roth IRA. Put $20 a month in it if that's all you can afford. The habit matters more than the amount. 3. Stop checking your retirement account every day. It's not a TikTok feed. It's a slow cooker. Set it, forget it, check it again when you have gray hair. 4. Invest in yourself first. A skill that increases your income by $10,000 a year is worth more than finding an extra 1% return on a $300 portfolio. Look, the system is absurd, the advice is contradictory, and the people who tell you to just save more have never tried to save more while paying $2,000 for a one-bedroom apartment with a bathroom sink in the kitchen. But you're not doomed. You're just living in a time that requires more creativity, more resilience, and a darker sense of humor than previous generations needed. If this video made you feel slightly better about your financial future, or at least made you laugh while confronting the void, hit subscribe. We do this every week. Drop a comment. What's your retirement plan? Real ones only. Winning the lottery counts. Hope also counts. Make your money match your vibe. And maybe buy some canned goods. Just not the cat food. I was joking about that. Mostly joking.